Welcome back. Here's the Kovacs report. And we got another big book dropping today. Marvel Knights, The World to Come. Marvel Knights is well and truly back. This is absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the book page by page. I'm going to give you my thoughts. But before that happens, hit the subscribe button. It makes a huge difference to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, if you like the video, give it a like at the end too. So let's see what's going on with Marvel Knights, The World to Come. So part one is The Death of Kings. This is by Quesada and Priest, and colours by Richard Isanove, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. This strange Shakespearean tragedy just unfolds from the very beginning in epic glory. We've got a very weak-looking King T'Challa, and unfortunately, he's weak, he's troubled, and he dies. That's how we open this book. So Wakanda is obviously thrown into a bit of chaos here. I mean, there's a lot of resources there. There's going to be a lot of fighting for power. What effects does that have on the rest of the world while this is all in flux? And of course, we have the Dora Milaje turning up to break up some kind of smuggling or something bad that's going on now. The Dora Milaje, they are the elite, all-female, special, superior guards of Wakanda, and they're there to keep things going the right way. Now, we meet this this chap here. Now, I'm not sure who he is. I've got a feeling maybe it might be T'Challa's son. I do not know yet. So if you know, let me know. But I don't know enough Black Panther history to sort of guess who he is. But this is 16 years after the world to come. So the Dora Milaje are there, and they're giving these people a warning. But it's also saying you need to come home. The king is dead. And he's not interested, basically. So he starts telling this tale of how we kind of got there and what happened to T'Challa. So it says that T'Challa was getting old. And to maintain your position as king, you would have to battle, all right? So if there was a challenger, you would need to win the battle, and it's a battle to the death. So here we find T'Challa fighting this pretender to the throne, let's say. Now, what's also happened is when T'Challa took his kingship, he sort of abolished the sort of ruling class and made it self-ruling. So all these tribes, they have their little factions growing and have their representatives, and they're running Wakanda. He's still the king, but he doesn't run the country, doesn't have the authority over it, which has caused many, many, many problems and leads kind of to where we are today. Now, this challenger is somewhat defeated, and the tribes demand death, but T'Challa does not want to kill this person, and we find out why. It's because it's his one and only son. So this is really, really interesting. Now, we then quickly jump 24 years before the world to come. We find out that T'Challa married Aurora. Obviously, that's Storm, and then pretty much left her. And later on, she died in a race war, and I'm not sure about that. That's something else we're probably going to find about. His mother, is saying, listen, you need to prepare for the future. You need an heir. I wouldn't mind a grandchild. So you need to do something about it. So he goes to an old flame, which he rekindles, and they have a son, which is this chap here. Now, it does kick off. His son hates him. So you can tell that he's grown up with the tribesmen, this union of tribes. And they've kind of, I don't know, they've kind of brainwashed him into believing T'Challa's the devil, basically, and not great. And he wants to take over Wakanda, and he absolutely hates his father. Now, he's playing to kill, but T'Challa, he isn't. He doesn't want to take his only son, and he's denying the ritual. He's denying what he's supposed to do, is kill them. And he says, listen, you cannot be king if you don't do this. You will lose. And in his rage, he picks him up, and he falls into the river. Okay, he goes and rescues him, which is another thing this union of tribes leaders do not like, because they feel it shows weakness. But the son doesn't care. He takes a stick and he attacks his father. But the rules of the battle are as hand to hand, no weapons. So T'Challa is given 1 hour to rest before the fight must begin again. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, the fight does begin. And unfortunately, T'Challa is defeated, and his young son decides that he is now king of Wakanda. And that's really where we are. Now, a lot of stuff happened in here. The art is absolutely incredible. It is incredible art. Like, a lot of time, care, and love has been taken creating this comic book. And we've got a lot of little flashbacks, things building up to where we're going. And it's great. It's absolutely great. So we learn basically that T'Challa is dead. This other person's been asked to come home. I don't know whether it's to take control, to bring back some kind of authority to Wakanda. There's a lot of things going on. You know, this power vacuum of not having someone in charge of Wakanda could have repercussions across the world. I mean, remember, they have the most vital and important resources, vibranium, and amongst other things. So this has sort of huge implications across the globe and the Marvel universe. So there we have it. Absolutely amazing. Lots of backstory, lots of questions, lots of unanswered questions that will hopefully be revealed in the next few issues. But this has been an absolutely cracking first issue, and I am 100% on board for this book. So that's my recommendation. I would definitely pick it up if you haven't already. And until the next time, read more comics. And don't forget, subscribe if you can, give us a like. I'd really appreciate it. Take care for now.